Hello. Good morning, Miss Aizpuru, I think it is here. That's weird. That's my name too. But I don't think we're related. Anyway, was the wait too long? Did you feel comfortable in the waiting room?
Yeah.
I think you were there for what, 5 minutes?
Sure.
Oh, that's pretty good. Get yourself out of the sun. And I'm going to have to start you soon on some regimens, but first I think I'd like to take your vital signs, make sure that everything's working fine, the pipes are all well lubricated, and sorry for my phrasing, it's a bit outdated. Let's start with your temperature. Like, that's pretty simple. Now, temperature, completely safe, nothing to worry about. Here's our digital thermometer. These babies used to be made of mercury, but we've clearly developed better places. We've developed better technology. So, I'm gonna ask you to raise your arm up all the way to the top. I'm gonna insert this to your armpit. Please lower your arm and cross your arm to your shoulder. That was excellent. You're probably the most helpful patient I've had today, honestly. Alright, so we're just gonna be waiting for the beep on the thermometer, and after it beeps, we'll have your temperature. If your temperature is below 36 degrees Celsius, we might need to put you under a blanket. That's too cold. If your temperature is above 37 degrees Celsius, you might be running a fever, and then you need to take some medicine. But I have a feeling that your temperature will be just fine. You seem to be doing just great. Now, let's talk about the reason you came here first. I do believe that you've been having some problems with your back.
Yes.
Care to explain any recent activities that you think might have contributed to your back pain?
Well, I guess my posture adds to that. It's very bad. And of course, the tumbling I do every day.
The tumbling.
Yes, the tumbling.
You must be very athletic then.
No, not very.
Not very.
They're not very intentional.
They're not non-intentional okay. Well, why do you seem to be undergoing non-intentional tumbling?
I guess it happens in my sleep. I don't know what happens. I go to sleep in bed. I wake up somewhere around the house. It's not sleepwalking.
Well, this is very peculiar indeed. I might need to refer you to a specialist, but for now we're going to focus on your back pain. And actually, how are things going? How are things? Do you still go to school? Do you have like lots of contact with your friends and a good social life? Playing instruments?
Yes, well, I have a sister. She got pregnant.
Oh, she did.
And she's only 18.
She's what?
Quadruplets.
Quadruplets. That is, well, I don't want to cry, but that sounds like it's gonna be a tough job.
Yeah, it is. The father left. So.
The father left. Hopefully you have a strong support system. Your family is there for all of your needs, and I hope everything goes well for your sister. I mean, it's a tough job. Like, oh, and there we go. There's the thermometer. So, let's just take that out. 36.4 degrees Celsius. You're perfectly healthy. Your temperature is right up the correct place. Let me just sanitize that once more. Put that away. All right. So next up, we're going to be checking your pulse rate, and I'm going to need to get close to you. I hope you don't mind. This is just quick. It's only going to take around 2 minutes. So I'm going to be a bit silent because I need to concentrate. Let me just find your pulse. I'm going to be taking it at your radial artery. And there it is. All right. Hold on. Let me just, my watch is this way. It's a bit out of the way. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna be quiet for a minute. That's the first part of the pulse rate check. Do you mind if I record my findings here? Okay, pulse rate is normal. And let's finish the next portion. I'm gonna need you to place your hand on your chest, across your chest. We're gonna find your pulse rate here, alright? And you're done. Alright, now actually I didn't just tell you then, but I took your respiratory rate, which is a normal 12 breaths per minute. I didn't tell you because telling you might alter the results. It might make it too strong or too weak. Most likely too strong because you'll be conscious of the checkup. So, breaths per minute, 12 breaths per minute. Normal BP 86 BPM. That's great for your age, right within the range of 13. Now I'm only going to take one more vital sign. I'm going to be taking your blood pressure. Now for the blood pressure, I'm going to need you to sit back, keep your back supported and your feet planted on the ground firmly, no dangling. And I'm going to ask you to raise your arm to my shoulder since the table here is a bit too low. We need your arm to be on heart level so it doesn't alter the results. Alright, I'm gonna put the apparatus right on your shoulder, 2.5 centimeters up above the brachial artery. Let me just put on my stethoscope again. It's a bit cheap. The budget has been cut.
I can see that.
But we do what we can. Right? And here we go. Right, let me just place the stethoscope and listen for your pulse.
I need to come clean.
You need to complete.
Yeah. When I told you the father left, I was lying.
You were.
Yes. He was actually taken to jail. He was arrested for murder.
I see.
But you know those quadruplets will need a father.
Okay. Well, that is unfortunate to hear. And your BP is completely normal. It is 110 over 65 millimeters mercury. So, Miss Aizpuru, it seems to me that you are a perfectly healthy, non-intentional tumbling sister of quadruplets to be born 13-year-old. And while this is certainly the strangest case of personal patient life I have ever heard, it is certainly none of my business, so I certainly won't pry any further. Now, back to your back pain problems.
It's my back pain caused by my unintentional tumbling.
Caused by your unintentional tumbling. We'll get back to you on News Channel 5. Thank you and good night.